Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Mel.
And I'm Claire.
And together we are
the Salty Hose.
Wow, that was in slow motion.
Whoa, nice.
Amazing. All right. That's okay. We're slowing it down. We're getting low, down, and sexy. All right, friends, we are coming at you with another reality recap. So this is the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 5. And in a little bit of a crossover move, I think we are going to title this one, say it with me, Receipts, Proof. Timeline. Screenshots. Wow, that was that amazing work. Give us a round of applause. That was incredible.
The syncing was amazing.
No notes. Okay, well, anyway, hopefully the rest of this episode will be smoother. Let's jump right into it. So last time in season 1, episode 4, we got to ride the rails with our friends, the Real Housewives. We got to shake some cocktails, pedal on the rails. Of course, we topped off with a fight because that is apparently how we do in Rhode Island. And we are now back. Okay, so we're going to open our scene with a little montage of everyone recovering from the last episode. And we're going to start at Alicia's house.
Yeah, I love how, just a little hat tip back to the other episode, that everybody, was in all their leisure gear and they looked like they were ready for this big fun workout. And yeah, they really just got drunk and fought.
I know. It was kind of amazing. I feel like you and I maybe need more events like this.
I think so, because I feel like you and I probably just would have gone hard and had this big mad workout and not a fight, maybe had a drink together. But yeah, I'm like, what? My friendships don't look like this. I don't know. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Yeah, none of my friendships look like this either, but I don't know. I feel like maybe we could meet some more volatile people, shake some cocktails, and get a fight going. I don't know.
It's maybe all in creating the scene, right? With the over-the-top activity, over-the-top clothes, shaking your cocktails as you go. Yeah, I'm sure you could make it happen if you really wanted to.
I mean, I think the key is a shit ton of alcohol and a production team that is poking at them.
Yeah, I think that the alcohol is always the common denominator. It doesn't matter which franchise it is. It doesn't matter what's going on. It's the alcohol comes in and then it goes to shit.
Yes. I mean, I think
Definitely.
That's true in life as well. All right.
That is true.
We'll get the alcohol going for sure, but first we're going to do a little recap. Actually, we have alcohol in scene 1, right? Because Alicia's having Joellen and Liz over. So, of course, we have to pop some champagne. We have to recap the entire event. And remember, I think Joellen was the only one who was not there at the rail event. So we have Liz doing kind of a great impression of Alicia, blowing up.
Yeah, she was away on a work trip, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's where she was. Yeah. Maybe she's glad she's missed it. Maybe she's not. I don't know. Would you rather miss that or be there?
I mean, I'd rather be there, but I'm sure she wasn't sad to miss Rula since the two of them are not currently getting along.
Oh, yeah. I think that's an issue with the messenger situation. I do genuinely feel bad for Joellen there. And while they're having this little conversation, this little recap, Joellen says that she has empathy for Rula. And I think that's kind of a baller move on Joellen's part.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love Joellen. Liz is telling her to kind of lay off. But I also feel like Rula said that if there's proof, she wanted it. So I feel like Joellen's getting some mixed messages here.
100%. And at the end of the day, it's not Joellen's fault that her husband is a raging fucking asshole.
Oh my God, 0%. And let's not forget fucking Brian calling her work and trying to get her fired over talking about the affair that he himself is having.
Yeah, that's not a lot of accountability happening there.
One might say zero. Really negative accountability.
I think we're in the negative at this point, definitely,
Yeah.
because, yeah, it's like, I want to know, you showed me, I hate you. Like, what? No logic there.
Didn't make any sense. My favorite part of this entire conversation, though, was Alicia. I mean, it's always Alicia, right?
She's amazing. She's just so pure, I think. That's why.
Oh my God, I love her. But the part where she was like, oh yeah, I was mad at Rosie. And then she was like, I feel kind of bad a little bit that I called her a whore. But that's just a Rhode Island thing. You say whore because it feels good.
You know, I can almost relate here in terms of like, in Belfast, I think we would do similar things. Only you pronounce it a her, not a whore, but it's more like a term of endearment than an insult.
I mean, you could call me a whore anytime and I would just laugh. I would take that as, a pet name.
Yeah, just like a term of endearment, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
all
nothing
good.
serious. It doesn't
No.
mean anything bad.
I mean, I would own it, especially from you.
Yes, because you would know it was with good intent.
Yeah, with love. Exactly.
Yes.
You might call me a whore, but it would be with love.
Or maybe it would be like a go girl kind of
Yeah,
an insult.
exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be like pumping me up, like, get it, whore, let's go.
Yes, exactly. Like it wouldn't be, in a seedy way. So yeah, that
Exactly.
was cute. Alicia is just like so innocent. She's just so like pure. I don't think there's like a manipulative bone in her body.
I don't think so either. I love her so much. She is definitely my favorite.
She is coming out my favorite along with a close tie with Joellen.
Yeah, Joellen is a very strong number 2. Really close.
Yep.
Yeah.
She is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to switch scenes now. So we have Kelsey setting up hair stuff because she cuts hair, right? She's got her cosmetology license or whatever it is. And Ashley's going to come over and she's going to cut her hair at Kelsey's sugar daddy house.
In the whole 16,000 square feet and 89 TVs?
I think 79, but close enough. I mean, you might as well round up at that point.
Oh, God, I'm so disappointed. They must be poor. It's only 79. Oh,
and there were only like 3 in the orgy room that we saw. But interestingly, it includes a whole salon, which I don't know if that's there for Kelsey or if that was just there anyway.
I mean, everybody should have a fully decked out salon in their house in case their staff need to come over and fix them up.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense because then you don't have to like go somewhere and get your hair cut with the peasants.
Oh, God, that would be disgusting. I could never do that.
Could you imagine? Like, come on.
Slumming.
Right. But I think it is worth mentioning that there is a rumor that's been kind of all over the news and social media, really, about Kelsey and her sugar daddy. Have you heard about this?
I don't think I have. What's the rumor?
So the rumor is that they actually broke up like 1 to 2 years ago. And yes, and that sugar daddy is still allowing Kelsey to film in his house. Because I think she was, I think this show takes a while to set up. So I think she was cast as a housewife maybe before they broke up or as they were breaking up. And so they're filming as if she's breaking up with him right now, but it's actually not the case.
Ooh, well, I mean, if he's not there, if he's off in Miami with his other lady, then, I mean, why waste 16,000 square foot? You may as well have like a house sitter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like a big deal, right? Because the relationship is or was real, right? So who cares if like filming, whatever. Anyway, I don't know if that's true, but that's just something I keep reading.
Wow, I hadn't heard that. It's interesting that he would do that because like it's not like he's in it or, I just don't.
Yeah.
Was he being kind? I don't know.
I think he might be being kind, right? Because there's this ongoing issue. I mean, I don't think it's really an issue, but Rosie keeps making it an issue about the fact that he's still paying for a lot of her stuff, even though they're broken up. which I think is fine. I mean, they had a 10-year relationship, so that's kind and generous of him. So maybe this is the same thing where like they're no longer really together, but he wants the best for her and wants her to be able to launch a new career like as a real housewife.
Well, and at the end of the day, it's 16,000 square foot. Like, I'm pretty sure that even if he was there and not in Miami, that he would be able to find a little corner. Like,
Yeah, that's right. It's
to
not
be
like,
able to...
yeah, he's using it or using the whole thing.
Yeah, that would take a lot of work to like use 16,000 square foot at one time. I think my biggest home I've ever lived in was 3,600 square foot, and I never ever, none of us, there were a lot of people lived there at the time, didn't use like a whole third of it. So
yes, I lived for some amount of time in a house that was 7,700 square feet. With 3 people, and it was like rattling around. Like there were rooms I never went in.
Yeah, you're like, I must intentionally visit the West Wing today.
No, exactly. Yeah, like bathrooms I feel like I've never seen, and like this is a house more than twice that big.
Yeah, I mean, it would take days to explore. So he'd be fine to move back in. And, you know, you see the whole point about like everybody losing their mind. Like other than Billy, I get why he might be upset. But like the fact that he's still paying for her, if they were married, that wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary at all.
Oh, I completely agree. Like, why shouldn't he pay for it if he wants to? Like, I think it's very kind of him, and I don't think it says anything about her that she accepts it.
No, not at all. Because if they were married, she would just get an alimony payment and nobody would bat an eyelid at it.
Yeah, I mean, she gave him 10 years. Seems fine to me.
10 years is 10 years.
Yeah, and unless Billy wants to take over her bills, then I don't think he has any room to complain.
No, that's, you know, I mean, I can see how it might make him feel like a wee bit jealous, but like, yeah, unless he's willing to step it up, because, you know, she also has the option to pay her own bills, but I don't know that she sees that as an option necessarily.
I mean, why should she though? That's what I say. I mean, if they even are broken up at this point, it's only been a year or two after a 10-year relationship. Like, I don't just see an issue here at all.
And, you know, putting up with your guy being away for 6 months out of the year, although admittedly that kind of does sound like heaven to me right now. That's like, you know, she put up with a lot. So,
well, she did, and he was off fucking another woman, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't see a problem. Anyway, regardless of whether this rumor is true or not, we do see her in the house, and Ashley is coming over to get her haircut. Ashley's kind of hilarious. She's still got this like really outsider vibe. But she, of course, has been on reality TV before. So it was kind of funny when she's like, oh, this could be the next Bachelor mansion, or this could like fit 2 Bachelor mansions inside, which I'm not sure that's true.
yeah. Well, she has the inside scoop. That's for sure on the reality TV.
That's true. But she wasn't on like the Bachelor, right? She was on Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, which is one I don't think I've ever seen.
I've never seen it either.
We'll have to go back and look in the archives for her series.
A little
Definitely.
fact-finding. So then Kelsey tells us that she has a passion for hair and makeup, and also lets slip that her boyfriend's kids are just a little bit younger than her, which makes sense if he's 53.
That would make a lot of sense. She's what, like, how old is she? 32?
30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that changes things too, because if she was with dude from she was like barely out of high school, like...
Yeah, 20 to 30. And she said at one point that like she's never lived alone. Like she lived with her parents and then she moved in with this guy.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's weird. That would feel weird.
Yeah,
Like-
she's probably still figuring it out. Like, I mean, I think you and I probably moved out at like I moved out when I was 18. And so little, introduction into the real world.
Yeah, I think I lived alone for the first time at 18 or 19.
Yeah. And so she's getting this now at 30, which is kind of wild.
Well, and we also spent like our 20s going to school and getting married, having children in some cases. Not to say that that is a good age to do all of those things, but yeah, it's not like she was going through kind of the rites of passage, and it would make sense that now she's like, oh wait, do I want to get married? Like what do I want to do?
Yeah, her development's a little bit delayed as a young adult. So anyway, it seems like she's trying to get this hair and makeup business going. She says she's mostly getting clients through Instagram, and they have a little conversation about that. Like Ashley, of course, knows all about that because she's an influencer. That's her career. She even said she was going on a cruise soon that she's getting paid for as an influencer. So we need to step it up, apparently.
Where are the cruises? I mean, I'm not going to start cutting hair. That would be bad for everybody involved. But yeah, a wee cruise would be nice.
I mean, I think we know I shouldn't do it based on that pedicure or that manicure I gave you once. We'll tell that. Great. Yes, we'll tell that story at another time. But that wasn't great because of the manicure. That was great because of the setting.
The setting was great, but you know what? My cuticles have never been so trimmed.
Oh boy. Okay. We'll put a pin in that. I thought Ashley's hair looked super cute. I thought Kelsey did a good job.
I mean, she seems to know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like let me test this out on my friends. I don't really know, what's going on. Like, I think she is pretty good at what she does. She looks super cute.
I agree. It looked good. But then we get the next big fight getting set up, I think, right? Because Kelsey tells Ashley that she did Rosie's hair once and Rosie didn't post it on Instagram. Even though, according to Kelsey, she has posted every other hair and makeup person she's used except Kelsey.
Yep, it definitely came across to Kelsey as a slight, and I wouldn't put it past Rosie to have intentionally done that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Rosie seems like that's something that she would do. On the other hand, I wonder if Kelsey asked her to or not.
So you think that she's being mad at something she didn't even ask her to do?
I mean, I think she should have asked before getting mad about it. I mean, you could be a little irritated that she didn't do it, but unless you asked and then she didn't, I don't think you can be full on mad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like if you've never brought it up. Sorry, I thought you meant like asked her specifically to post, but I feel like they're the kind of girlies that you don't need to explicitly ask to post.
I mean, I think she should have done it anyway, regardless, but to me, it makes a difference about how angry you're actually allowed to be about it.
Right, if you haven't done anything to try to address the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair in all walks of life.
Right, I mean, that's in relationships too, right? Like you can be irritated that someone's thoughtless, but you can't be like full on mad until you've asked them and they're just like blowing you off, I think. Unless it's something really basic.
Yeah, or because you have a decision, right? You can stew on it for years or you can just let it go. So Kelsey has clearly stewed on this for a wee while.
A little bit, yeah. And she also throws in this little dig. She's like, oh yeah, that's because Rosie's threatened by me. And then she's like, I've tried and failed to see the good in Rosie, which like that seems a little far.
For just like not posting, that is definitely, I think, a little much for sure.
I think it's a little much, but maybe there's stuff we're not seeing too. It seems like there's a little history we're missing out on, but it's about to come to a head because it's time for a boat trip. We're going to get on a schooner or something. Yes, with Rosie's gay friends, Jack and Anthony, and it's Jack's birthday, and he's invited his friend Rosie and all of the housewives who he doesn't know, so that's fun.
I know that's like a daring move, honestly, to bring them all. I mean, you would know it would be lively at least.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's kind of a baller move, right? And at least it guarantees your birthday party is going to be on television. So we have all the girlies, plus we have Dolores again for some reason. I'm kind of already tired of Dolores.
She just like pops up at really random times.
Yeah, and she's not really contributing. Like all she is an echo chamber for Liz as far as I can tell. Like, we haven't heard her say or do anything independent. It's just like Liz's sort of, I don't know, sounding board, but she never gives any input other than, oh, you're amazing to Liz.
Yeah, or really like joins in many interactions with any of the other girlies either. You're right. It's like she's just there to be Liz's wingman on demand.
Yeah, she barely talks to any of the other girls. So I'm really unclear why the producers keep throwing her in here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe it is to just pacify Liz. I don't know at this point. Maybe that will become more apparent as the series goes on.
Yeah, I kind of hope we lose her because I don't think she's any value add here. But she does have like a line, and it's enough to sort of set up the big confrontation on the boat. So Rosie does her little like innocent act, which is really starting to irritate me and grate on me, where she's like, oh my God, everybody has a problem with me. And like, I don't even know why.
That was a great Rosie impression.
I know, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, well, girl, we know why. It's because you can't stop stirring the shit. Which, to be fair, is an essential housewife role, but then, like, don't act surprised, right?
Right, like don't light a match and then have everything catch on fire and wonder why. Because, yeah, you see in her, and I think we've mentioned this before, where shit will go down and the camera will catch her with a smirk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, and it's usually a grenade that she herself has thrown by twisting
Yeah.
somebody's words just enough to make it be an issue.
100%. And it's like, sometimes people can laugh or smirk when they get nervous. I totally get that. But hers is like a cunning little sly bitch look.
Uh-huh. She's like, look at this additional fire I just set. Like, isn't this amazing? But
Yeah.
then if anyone calls her out, she starts crying. So,
Yeah.
don't love that. A little bit too fragile
No.
for me. Like, own your shit if you're going to do that. So we have the same thing happen again. Kelsey comes in and like raises the Instagram lack of post for hair services grievance, so we have a little airing of the grievances here. Kelsey comes in kind of hot, and Rosie says in confessional that she paid for it and that Kelsey has had her license for all of 2 minutes. And honestly, I think they're both kind of being bitches here.
Yeah, they're both going for like the low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like-
don't think either has the moral high ground in this conversation. They're both like just kind of sucking.
Yeah, and they're both just like scrapping and just trying to get digs in at this point, like and make the other one look bad. And so yeah, none of them are coming out as like a victim or somebody to be pitied here.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not on either of their side right now. I think they're both just kind of being bitchy for no reason. I think it could have been easily diffused by either of them, but like they won't do it. They're just both being bitchy. And then we have like this hilarious thing where we cut to Jack and he's like, I don't want to have an awkward night on my birthday, which like to me sort of presents the question of why did you invite Real Housewives then?
Yeah, that's probably not like a good idea. If you want a drama-free, low-key birthday, then you probably should have just invited 2 of them.
Yeah, also shut up, Jack. We know you love this, so stop it.
He's living for the drama quite clearly. So yeah, shut up.
Like, this is literally
Lies.
the best birthday present you got, so stop.
Best birthday ever.
And I say that, Jack, with love, okay? But, like, just
Yeah.
don't pretend, right?
Yeah, just
All right.
own it.
Just own it, exactly. Like, this is amazing. I have housewives fighting on the boat I rented for my birthday. Like, love it, lean in.
Dream come true.
Exactly. Okay, so the fight's over pretty quickly, and both Rosie and Kelsey are like, oh my God, I don't even care. Like, whatever. Like, she sucks, but whatever. But, Rosie's crying again.
Yes. All the tears from dear Rosie. Crocodile tears, I'm going to call on this one, too.
A little
Yeah.
bit. And I feel like, was Ashley crying? I think she might have been sympathy crying a little bit.
Ashley is crying like 98% of the time.
Holy shit, she cries so much.
She is a big crier. And like, not to shame somebody for having feelings, but like she seems to cry like an inordinate amount of time.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of get it because I get sympathy tears for people. Like, I don't cry for myself that much, but like when somebody else is upset, like I can get a little like teary, but like it's excessive.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
cries a lot. I think, yeah, she would cry at the drop of a hat, I think, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so then that scene is over, and we flash over to Liz and Jerry saying goodbye to the sport fishing boat. And it's pretty cute. They talk about how he did the sport fishing. The camera sort of zooms on like some of his like oversized checks prize money. And it's actually a lot. Like just adding up in my head, I saw at least $800,000.
Whew, I'm in the wrong job. Who knew that sport fishing could be so lucrative?
Well, I mean, if you set that against the cost of the boat, you're not making any money, but like, who
That's
knows?
true.
Yeah, anyway, so they're talking. It's cute. They're excited to be grandparents, whatever. It's like a little humanizing moment.
Did you get the feel though that there's like more to that boat than we know? Like I don't know. Like she was glad to get rid of it, and I think for more reasons than just selling the boat.
Okay, so yes, and I don't want to like get into legal trouble here, but like you kind of wonder with the whole Dino connection, right? Like, so Dino is facing charges of drug trafficking. Liz and Jerry have this dispensary, which is legal, but you kind of wonder, like, is there something shady going on that the boat is somehow involved in or was
Ooh.
involved in?
I was just thinking people cheating, but yeah, that's like
I mean, at this point, I feel like we have so many affairs that, like, how about a little cocaine scandal? Like, maybe that would be a breath of fresh air.
that would be like a whole new Housewives scandal. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the boat's gone regardless of what it was hiding or
Exactly.
Yeah.
The boat's gone. Dino's fate is up in the air. We haven't heard anything about Liz and Jerry's involvement yet, but, you know, who knows? Anyway, it does feel like foreshadowing.
Yeah, a wee bit, or just like it just feels like there was relief all around to get rid of that boat. I think
Yeah.
For maybe multiple reasons from the both of them. It was interesting.
It was. It was just a weird little scene. All right, but then we get to one of my favorite scenes so far in the entire series, which is Joe
Yes.
Ellen and Rula at a bar, sitting at the bar. I mean, this
I'm
is
laughing already.
holy shit. This was magnificent. This was Real Housewives at its highest and best.
It was a truly beautiful scene.
It really was. All right, do you want to set the stage for us? So they're
Oh
like,
my
go ahead.
Yes. So setting the stage, obviously there's just been this constant tension from the get-go in terms of Joellen and Rula. Joellen says she has nothing against Rula, but she does have something against... Oh, no.
Against Brian. Sorry. That's,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I was getting my people mixed up there, which is fair. Like, I think that they do genuinely have, like, a friendship. Like, you can see that there's a connection there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. And I actually do believe Joellen when she says that. I think she truly doesn't have anything against Rula, but clearly she fucking hates Brian, and that's fair because Brian is an asshole.
Yeah, and Rula is determined to believe that it's over. And I honestly, I would rather have a friend like Joellen who's like, it's not.
Yeah, and like I get being mad at this person for like a minute, just like displaced anger. Like it's not fair, but it's a human reaction. But Rola's been like holding on to this for months. She's still mad at Joellen, even when it's like just not fucking Joellen's fault that her husband's cheating.
Well, yeah, because she keeps coming off with this, like, if somebody's trying to pull the wool over her eyes, she wants to know. And then Joellen is like, okay, I'm pulling the wool right off. Like, I am telling you.
I've got the receipts.
Yes, like, she has the evidence. So she explains that she knows the mistress because their kids went to daycare together. And so, yeah. What comes next? What does she show?
Well, she has like all these screenshots of texts between Brian and the mistress. And I cannot believe Rula's reaction. Like, I was just like flabbergasted.
Yep. To complete denial. She thinks it's the mistress using AI and fake texts, which is hilarious. Yeah. Because, like, why would the mistress care?
Yeah, and why would anyone care to like fake all these texts? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any. She is in such denial.
She's in Delulu land.
Completely. But she was about to give us the best moment in the Housewives series.
100%. Best moment so far. So Rula, with her head firmly in the sand, tells us that she has a tracker on Brian's car. He's never spent a night out of the house, I presume, since Rula found out about this affair. And Joellen says, look, he goes, Brian goes to the mistress's house every morning and makes her coffee. And Rula says what?
I love it. She says, no, he doesn't. He goes to the gym.
And then Joellen delivers the most amazing line of all time. She says,
does Brian look like he goes to the gym? Which fair.
Oh my God, totally fair. I had to pause and laugh for like 5 minutes here.
100%. It was just like she didn't skip a beat. I mean, she was just like, does he
Bam.
look like he does? And Rula's response.
She's like, yes, he does look like he goes to the gym. You're like, girl, stop it.
Open your eyes. Like,
look
they
at
are
him.
glued shut. Like he is like one of those men that is like bursting out of his skin.
Oh,
Yeah. Like he looks like he's gonna explode open out of his face.
Yeah, Sorry. And we're back.
It's all good. And we're back.
So gross. And then Rula's like, well, yeah, Joellen, if you have real proof, then bring it to me. But she thinks these texts are fake. So basically you're like, well, that's an impossible test. She's not going to believe anything that Joellen can bring her.
Yeah, which, I mean, at that point, if she was to bring her to, like, the window of the house while Brian and the mistress were getting it on, like, she would still find some way to say, it's AI, or
It's AI. Yeah, she's using
film.
AI.
Yeah.
It's a body double of Brian who definitely goes to the gym.
Oh, my God. I hope another one doesn't exist, but yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, I think a lot of them exist. But anyway.
Gross.
Okay, so now we get to like, as if that was not enough, we get another unbelievable scene, which is going down in Housewives history forever.
100%.
I feel like this is top 10.
It
Across
really
all
was
the
good.
franchises. All right. Okay, so we are getting ready for everyone to go to a polo game. So everybody's meeting at one of Billy's pizza restaurants, not Pizza Mama, sadly, but a different one. And then they're going to take the party bus over to the polo game. All right, we've got Rosie. Rosie comes without her husband, whose name I can't remember. I just call him Frank Sinatra because he does the impersonation. Okay, so Frank Sinatra is going to catch up later. We get Joellen and Gary. We've got Kelsey and Bill, or Billy, however she says it, like the poor boyfriend. Okay.
The poor one, yeah.
Yes. We've got Liz. And, you know, Billy is doing this like fun cocktail thing with the bubble machine. Remember that? Have you been to like all the, like it's the new rage, right? Like putting the bubble on top of the cocktail with like that little gun.
I had no idea that this was the new thing. I clearly need to leave the house more.
All right, girl, we're going to go get some cocktails and get like these silly bubbles on our cocktails. Like they look pretty cool, actually. We could go to Kitos. Kitos does one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be down.
Okay, so we'll do that. And then Rula and Brian show up, and like she looks stunning, like a Mediterranean goddess in her heels. And he is just like this little lump.
Yeah, like, I mean, the mismatch is every time they go out together, you're just like, okay, one of these things is not like the others.
Exactly. It's shocking. Like she's so beautiful and he is so not beautiful.
He is swollen.
Yeah. And he doesn't look like he goes to the gym, I would say.
No, and when I say, like, I don't mean swole, like where he's all muscular. He just looks like he's bursting out of his body because I don't even know
swollen,
why.
not swole.
Yes, yes.
Like it's like edema or something.
I know. Yes, that's exactly how he looks.
You know, it's probably all the lies and bullshit trapped in his body.
I would say so. Like, it's, you know, I always remember hearing old Irish women say, the way you live shows on your face. And it kind of does. It's kind of a true thing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to that. All right, so now we get like the real like crazy climax. Okay, so Brian takes a call and he says it's from his dad, and his mom is sick and his dad is taking his mom to the hospital. So Rolla and Brian leave, okay, before everybody gets on the party van, and say they'll try to meet up at the polo. Okay, so they make an exit and everybody else is getting on the party bus. And then like kind of one of my favorite like parts of this, like unrelated to Rolla, is when Billy, like that owns the restaurant, he's like, hey, what happened to that Jared person?
That was great because, yeah, it's just like he looks like he could be called Jared. Like, yeah.
Oh, no. I think he was talking about Jared. Like, that's the coffee shop guy. That's Ashley's husband.
Yes. Oh, my
and they're
God.
they're not there, right? Because they're on this influencer cruise. And it was like hilarious because it's like 1 to 2 hours into this, Billy was like, hey, wasn't there like that guy? Like, do you remember that guy? Like, where's that guy? Where's that Jared person?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're like not even there.
Yeah, that is hilarious. And it took that long to kick in. And also, where did he think Ashley was too?
I don't think he noticed. Like, he might be like the rest of us that are like, there's so many brunettes. He's like, I'm confused.
Which one is my girl? Like,
yeah, like I think he's got Alicia locked down and like a couple of the other ones that like his family's known for a long time. But, you know, I guess no surprise that he forgot that Ashley and Jared existed until they were like getting on the bus. He was probably counting heads. And then he's like, hey, wasn't there like a Jared person?
Yeah, I know. I love that he phrased it like Jared person. That's hilarious. Oh
it's
my
really
God.
funny. Okay, sorry, that was an aside. I apologize for distracting. All right, so we're on the bus. We're going to the Polo, and it's like an hour drive or something. Okay, so like 40 minutes into it, Liz FaceTimes Rula, and Rula's apparently at home, and Brian's not there.
Okay, everybody in the entire world at this point is like,
suspicious.
okay, your mother is not in the hospital. Like, it was so obvious and cringy and bad.
I know, yes, but you know, everybody tried to be nice and take it at face value. And Joellen was like, hey, don't even worry about Polo. Your mother-in-law's health is more important. But then as soon as the phone gets hung up, Joellen gets a text from a friend of the mistress and says that Brian is visiting the mistress right now, like as we speak, as they're driving to Polo.
Yes, real-time evidence. Like,
this is amazing.
And why would you tell your wife to wait at home while you went to the hospital? Like, I don't get that. You might say, oh, it's not critical. You stay at Polo with your friends. I get that. But making her leave and then coming up with some story, like,
it's really strange. Yeah. Like dropping her off at home for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, really weird. And then also, why on earth would you do all of this while Bravo cameras are around?
I know. Like it's like, dude.
What?
Oh,
like, do you know how this works? Do you know how any of this works? I don't think you do.
Because he's looking pretty bad at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And then it gets worse. Okay, so like Liz and I think maybe some of the others are a little bit skeptical that Brian is with the mistress because I think they're like us. They're like, why the fuck would you do that with cameras?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, so we get to the Polo. Rosie does the coin toss. She's like the invited coin toss guest, I guess, which is cute. And I feel like all the men are being super cute and like their little sunglasses and their little sport coats, like having drinks. Like, I don't know. It was a cute moment.
It's, you know, I always get some pleasure when I see men socializing together because it's so rare. And yeah they were they were feeling it. They were having a good time.
Yeah, it's like they were having a little moment. I thought it was adorable.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the context of all of that, Rula and Brian show up. So this is quite a while later. Brian says his mom is stable. And then Rosie's husband, Frank Sinatra, or whatever his name is, also shows up. I'm never going to learn his name. We're just going with Frank at this point.
If my life depended on it, I couldn't tell you what his name is.
I don't remember.
Clearly, I forgot that, you know, coffee shop man is Jared too. So like,
well,
no clue.
So far, they're both kind of non-entities. Maybe we'll see more of them later, but for now, we're not really getting a lot from them. There is some confusing discussion about the size of the house Rosie is building, which is kind of weird. Like, I feel like she and Kelsey are going for back and forth about how big the house is, which, like, I don't understand why anybody fucking cares.
Who cares? Yeah, like, at this point in life, it just doesn't matter. But they seem to be very entrenched about, like, you know, Rosie bragging about the square footage and other people claiming there's no way.
Right. Like, it's a weird thing to brag about, but it's an even weirder thing to question because, like, who cares?
Yeah, I don't think I have ever sat and pensively considered what size any of my friends' homes are square footage wise.
Yeah, why would you? And if someone told me how big their house was, I would immediately forget it if I was even listening because it's not very interesting.
I couldn't, I don't. It's like, is there a roof and walls and windows?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right? Like, who cares? But, like, they're kind of making a thing about this. So I feel like this is foreshadowing, and we're going to get more about it later.
Definitely.
Okay, but then we get to, like, the real event. Okay, the final event. So we have Rolla showing off her giant wedding ring to all of the girls. And Kelsey tries it on. And then she goes and shows the husbands. And Kelsey, oh my God, this was like diabolical. She's like, Brian, where's your wedding ring?
Oh my God. Yeah. And coincidentally, it's all of a sudden missing. And his reason, like, what? Yeah. Wasn't his reason.
Was crazy. He said he took the ring off to put gel in his kid's hair, and then he left it in the car, which makes no sense. Like, if you're putting gel in your kid's hair, it's not in the car. It would be in your house.
And also, even if for some bizarre ass reason you would do it in the car, a ring, especially like a valuable ring, I don't think it's something you would just sort of set at your ass in your car either. I mean, I feel like you'd be more cognizant of where it is.
I think you would probably put it in your pocket, if anything, if you took it off. I don't know. And then we have the editors, which I feel like they're not quite to the level of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City yet, but they're already getting shady, and I'm here for it. They do a little flashback and show us that Brian was wearing his wedding ring at Billy's restaurant. So a couple of hours ago, whenever that was.
So the story, as if it wasn't tenuous enough, just falls apart at this point.
Yeah, right? Like, he didn't go to see his child to put gel in his hair. He was supposed to be at the hospital with his mom.
Yeah, and so it just doesn't line up, which,
not
surprise.
At all. Yeah. It's a complete lie, and we all saw it on camera. Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%. Yeah. And then, like, Brian does this, like, little, like, scurry, like, slash walk of shame and gets it out of the car and puts it on.
Ugh.
So it was weird.
Cringy. It just, like, so cringy.
So cringy. And then Jo Ellen is looking at her phone. She checks Instagram, and the mistress has just posted a picture of herself in Brian's car.
He just told on himself.
Holy shit. It's like right there. And then Jo Ellen gives us the timeline, right? So she's like, 1:15, we all walk to the bus. Brian gets a phone call. They leave. 1:58, Rula tells Liz that Brian's no longer with her. 1:59, Jo Ellen receives text message that Brian is going to see the mistress. Later, mistress posts pics of them together in the car. 5:15, Brian comes to the polo match.
Oh,
we got a gap of a few hours there.
There's some time that needs to be accounted for. And, yep, it's quite a lengthy time. I would imagine that Brian's a two-pump Charlie, I'm just saying.
Yeah, probably. But he had like 3 hours to drive potentially to the hospital, potentially not to the hospital. We don't know if his mom's in the hospital. He might have visited her. Okay, but then there is some time for him to go see the mistress and somehow leave his wedding ring in the car.
My God. And I mean, it strikes me as a little careless that she's posting pictures, but I guess, if to the untrained eye, she could be anywhere, right? Like,
I do not think she's careless. I think she's very deliberately trying to break up their marriage.
I mean, yeah, there is that as well, because you wouldn't think you'd be posting any kind of a picture, especially one that a wife or friend could recognize the interior of the car and put two and two together.
I mean, she's putting it on Instagram. She's also commented on a bunch of Bravo posts. Like, I think she is actively trying to take the marriage so she can have Brian. I don't know why she wants him, but I think that's what she's doing.
Ooh, yeah. If she wants that as a prize, then good luck to you, girlie.
I mean, isn't that like kind of the very definition of play stupid games, win stupid prizes? Like, he's the stupidest prize I can imagine.
Oh, yeah. And, at this point, like, clearly this is the second cheating that we know of. One with Rula.
Yeah, that's right. So he's a serial cheater and he's just like shamelessly doing this while cameras are rolling, which is bonkers.
Maybe, do you think he's trying to hide in plain sight, or do you think he's just a dumb shit?
Well, you know what? Let's put a pin in that because Joellen has another hypothesis about it, which we're going to
Yeah.
get to in just a second, right? So we have like this little scene that, now Liz gets involved and she's like, "Oh, okay, I stand corrected. Like he's really doing this." And
Yeah.
then Brian is like telling the husbands that this mistress just texted him. He refers to her as, quote, "that individual."
So weird.
So weird. And then he's like basically trying to explain the affair away by saying that he didn't want to hurt anyone.
I mean, I don't know what strategy he's trying to take at this point, but bro, it's not working.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. But then like I love the scene. Oh my God, I replayed this like 5 times in a row. He pulls his phone out and like visibly like blanches. Like he like does this like little weird reaction and then kind of puts it away and he's like, "I'm not doing this on camera. Rolo, we're leaving."
Yeah.
So like
I mean,
he obviously saw the post and he's guilty as fuck.
yeah. And I mean, normal people with nothing to hide don't get on like that. Like,
Exactly.
you're on a TV show, dude. Like, what do you mean you're not doing it on camera? Like, something is
Exactly.
clearly going on. Yeah.
100%. Like, I think that is all the confirmation any of us need, as if we didn't have enough already.
Yeah.
But it's too late. So he tries to grab Rula, but Joe Ellen and Liz have already showed her the Insta story. And so then Brian's like, "Oh no, it's old news." And he's like taking his mic off and trying to like throw it away and like trying to like incoherently accuse Joe Ellen again of like spreading rumors. And Joe Ellen's like, "I'm not spreading anything. It's on Instagram right now."
I'm literally just showing a post or a story on my phone. It's not from the dark web. It's not AI.
It's not AI.
It's not from a year ago. Like,
It's
yeah.
from like a couple hours ago, right? And then she tries to tell Rulo, "Look, I'm not trying to hurt you, but it's happening right now. And if
I
you
mean,
want more proof, I'll get it."
which she asked for. Like, she's like,
She
if
did.
the wool's over my eyes, like, take it away. And I mean, Joe
Yeah.
Ellen she's not being mean. She's not being bitchy.
No.
She's not trying to point score. She's just like, girl, for the love of God. Like,
Run.
yeah.
Like, you have
Yep.
to know what he's doing. And like, Rula doesn't want to hear it. She just wants to shoot the messenger. But Rula looks a little shell shocked right now, which like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you be, given like what's unfolding in real time?
Yeah.
And so she kind of nods at Joellen, like, "Yes, I want the proof," but we don't really hear her say anything. And then Liz is getting after Brian, and it's kind of like this chaotic scene. And then Brian says the mistress called him yesterday, but then before that they hadn't spoken in a long time, which I feel like kind of directly contradicts him telling the husbands that she texted him today, but before that he hadn't heard. I feel like he's like just trying to spin any story and they're just contradicting each other.
And at this point, why is she even in contact at all? Like, if you are trying to work on your marriage, that is like block, delete, like,
Yes.
I don't know why there would still be any degree of contact there at all.
And if there was, you should have been showing Rula that in the moment, like not telling her after the fact.
And he somehow thinks that that's okay. That if,
It's-
they had spoken or text, nobody.
Oh, it's just bad. So Liz is trying to get Brian to take accountability, but he's like definitely not doing that. They're like running for the car and like they're trying to make Joellen the bad guy. And then like, oh my God, Frank Sinatra has this amazing, amazing line. He's like, "There should be better mistress etiquette because why is she posting?" I love it.
That was insane because it's like, yeah, or maybe Brian just shouldn't be a fuckwit.
Well, I mean, obviously he shouldn't, but like, I love that mistress etiquette, right? And I feel like, I mean, tell me what you think, but I feel like this is actually, to me, worse than the affair. The fact that he's making a public spectacle and humiliating Rolla in public.
Yeah, I mean, he has to know what he's doing. Like, you just don't sign up for a TV show or to be on a TV show, and the constant like explaining it away, this excuse, that excuse, like Yeah, I maybe he is trying to hide in plain sight. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, if I try to be open about it, then nobody will suspect a thing. And it's like, dude, you're not fooling anybody.
It's not working. And TV show or no TV show, it seems like this was happening before the TV show, that she was posting stuff on Instagram, that like everybody in Rhode Island knew that this was happening. Like even the first or the second episode, the first one we saw, Rula, like Liz is telling her the affair is still going on. Like this is common knowledge. Everybody knows even before the TV cameras are rolling. But now like the whole country knows.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty clear what's going on, and yeah, maybe he is trying to make Rula and basically all the girlies be the bad guy.
But it's so crazy because, like, I mean, again, to me, this is worse than cheating, is making your wife look like a fool and an idiot for, like, putting up with you.
Well, and he's like, it is like clear humiliation at this point. It's like, girl, at this point, what evidence do you actually need? But yeah, he's trying to come off like the good guy that, you know, I didn't leave her. She left me for no reason.
Right. And that's how we end, is Joellen saying that Brian wants this to happen because he doesn't want to leave Rolla. He wants Rolla to leave him.
I think there's some validity to that. Do you think so?
I think there could be, because it's either that or he's just the dumbest ass to ever dumbass.
I know. Which is also, I believe, an option.
Well, why not both, right? It could be both.
It could definitely be both. Oh, there was like a lot in that episode. I mean, it was everywhere.
It was amazing. I loved it. What's your rating out of 10 for this episode?
Oh, my God. I'm going to say like an 8.5 to a 9. I mean, there was boats, horses, adultery, sick parents, allegedly. It had like all the things in there. What about you?
It was amazing. This one, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I thought it was incredible. Just no notes, 12 out of 10.
All the one-liners as well. Yeah. Like nothing will ever top. Does Brian look like he goes to the gym? Like nothing can top that.
Yes, I agreed. Like this is, I think, one of the top 10 Real Housewives episodes I've ever seen in any franchise.
Oh my goodness. See, I was conservative in my praise, but you're like, no, it was
we can
amazing.
have different opinions. That's okay too. But yeah, this knocked it out of the park for me.
It was pretty impressive. Definitely.
All right. Any final thoughts?
I just wish that Bran had got trodden by a horse.
Yes, that would have been great. Just like kicked in the balls by one of those polo ponies.
Yes, just mule kicked hard right in the balls. That would have been amazing.
Like probably the only thing that could have made this episode better for me.
I think so. But honestly, just that. I mean, it was absurd. It was, it was all the things.
Just incredible.
Love it.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Please stay tuned and join us next time as we recap episode 6. I hope you're enjoying these. And if you are, you know what to do. Give us a like, a follow, a 5-star rating, a wee review, a comment, or just get in touch.
Or just talk shit on Brian in the comments too. We'll go for that as well.
Yes, we love that.
All right. Well, stay salty, everybody.
We'll see you next time. Bye.